Good. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Is Alejandro not going to be with us today?
No, actually, Alejandro was out of the office today, and so he had requested that I take on this meeting in lieu of him. Unfortunately,
Okay.
he's at home with the dogs.
Oh, nice. Well, I guess I've never met you. My name's Ty. I've been working for ITEC 451. We're a plumbing wholesaler. We've been in the business for about 4 years now. We're based and originated out of Kearney.
Okay.
Just so you know a little bit about myself. My name's Ty. I'm from Wisconsin, actually. I went to UNK. I'm an IB grad, and I've been working here for about 3 years and just trying to build up some accounts here in Kearney with some reputable businesses that we feel our character fits. So I see you. Do you go by Mitchell or Mitch?
I actually go by Mitchell. I
Mitchell?
know, yeah, Alejandro always calls me Mitch all the dang time, but I actually do go by Mitchell.
Oh, okay. Well, see, Alejandro's I met with Alejandro about a week ago. He's a good guy. He's a funny dude.
Oh yeah.
How long have you been working for Eunice?
I've actually been with Eunice for a couple years now. You know, I've started in some of their smaller departments, pretty much built my way up into the purchasing manager. And so Alejandro and I work pretty dang close. He's always needing stuff, so he always continues to come to me and harass me about stuff that he needs. So I pretty much just do all the acquiring for the organization. That's my role in a nutshell.
Nice. Do you enjoy it? You like it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It pays the bills. You know, I pretty much get to go home when I want to, get to work with people. I get a ton of free stuff, so that's even better. You know,
Hey,
when
that's what I'm talking about.
vendors give me free stuff, I'm a happy man. You know, do you have any free stuff for me by chance?
If we get Eunice's business, I can find some free stuff. Especially, I'm really good at getting some free red stuff. If you know what I mean, that wonky tool.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be perfect, man.
So you kind of talked about that you're doing purchasing. Are you doing it for your commercial side and your maintenance side?
I do it a little bit more for the maintenance side. The commercial is kind of ran out of a different division, but more or less I focus on maintenance.
Okay. So some different things that me and Alejandro talked about last time were how you guys with your Holiday Inn are trying to go and basically regenerate or redo everything because everything's from the 70s. And with the flood, you guys have had a lot of issues with your fixtures and different things like that. You're just trying to up and do it. And the other things he kind of talked about, and I actually have with me, are some different stuff as far as your countertops for your different rooms. And then he also, I don't know if this is maybe like a personal thing with Alejandro or for the rooms, but he wanted me to get some stuff on some bidet toilets. And I don't know what he wanted them for, but maybe some of your rooms are going to take them. But that's kind of what we talked about. He just wanted me to talk about different service sides that we had. So some different things that I want to talk to you about, I guess, being a purchasing manager is we carried $1.5 million of inventory at our store, at our location in Kearney. And we offer free deliveries and within in town that we can usually get them within an hour or within 30 minutes. Another thing that we do that kind of helps you out as a purchasing manager would be we do pricing matrix. So you will never have to worry about getting a different price on something. You're going to have consistent pricing going through us the whole time, if that makes sense. So no matter how many times or throughout the year, when you go and order a 1-inch copper 90, you're going to get the same price. And if that price gets upped, it's because of our manufacturer's driving costs. So you will get notified of that every time as a purchasing manager. Another thing that we have that, go ahead.
So,
yeah, if you have any questions, interrupt me. Sorry, you're just a little quiet on my end, so I can't hear you if you're talking.
So ultimately, you said with this pricing matrix, I will essentially get the same pricing throughout the course of my me being a customer for your organization. Mm-hmm. However, you pass on those cost adjustments that you receive from the manufacturer.
Can you say that last part just a little one more time?
No worries. You actually pass along those additional costs that manufacturers see to us end users with your pricing matrix?
Yes, so when our pricing matrix goes up, and we don't want you to be caught off guard as a purchasing manager and you see a price that goes up and not know why. So like for an example, with the PVC resin, we've had our manufacturer come to us and tell us, hey, there's gonna be a price increase. So, you being the one that we're gonna contact with as far as sending all our invoices, dealing with the purchase orders and things like that, you're gonna get notified of that. So that way, when you see a purchase order, you're like, whoa, this is a lot more expensive than it was last time. That's gonna be something you're gonna be updated on constantly.
So, kind of touching on that, how far in advance do you guys actually pass out that notification?
So once we get it, it's a simple matrix where we can plug in a percentage of whatever they're gonna get up, and then we'll give you your pricing that is gonna change basically within a day of us getting a pricing increase, so.
Okay, so I'm not going to be blindsided by any manufacturer passing on pretty much increasing price of
No,
let's for instance, I mean we acquire a lot of copper. Copper is kind of fluctuates with the market.
mhm.
Just because it's a raw good, raw material, metal typically fluctuates quite a bit. And so when pricing typically goes up, how soon are you able to actually notify us as far as being able to obtain that new pricing? Like, is there like
So,
a time frame
so
associated with it?
So a good example would be actually copper was an example. So they actually updated us a month before they thought that they were going to take a price hit. So they give us that month before cost. So that way we can start working in our matrix and everything like that. So before it takes that hit, you'll probably have a good 25, 20 days before that pricing is going to hit. So that way you guys know. So here's another thing. If we go and bid this Holiday Inn renovation, and
Mhm.
we give you pricing, that pricing is going to be locked in, no matter if, so that's all on us doing our purchasing. So whatever price we give you, that's going to be locked in. So let's say you lock in that price and a day after they go and say, hey, there's going to be an increase. You have that pricing that was before that. So it's not like we're going to change. Now, where that changes is if you have one of your maintenance plumbers come into our shop and order whatever it is, they're going to get the shop price, not your quoting price, if that makes sense.
Okay, it does make sense. Now, let me ask you this: in those rare occasions that the price of copper does go down, do we actually receive that benefit of the decrease in cost?
Yep. Yeah.
You would
Well,
pass that on. Okay.
that's another thing is, how we kind of talked about before. I know you guys have a really good reputation in town, and I'm sure you guys work with another uh, plumbing wholesaler that you think is, reputable, or you guys have been doing with. And sometimes that gets blind, and you don't know if your wholesaler is giving you the best pricing because, if you're going to pay whatever it is, all they have to do is not let you know. So that's something that we take pride in, is letting our customers know, because we want our character to mold with our customers, and that's why we select what customers we want to talk to and work with. And we think UNS is a very good customer to gel and blend with, and we feel like our character matches with yours. So
Okay. Well, now to recap on that though, so let's see here. You carry about $1.5 million in inventory. I mean, what do you guys, how do you handle custom orders? I mean, you guys actually, will you stock like, so for instance, Alejandro was interested in some bidets. So if we look at sourcing some bidets for some of our higher level suites, are you guys going to be able to stock those like custom order products?
yep. So that's something that we do. We do special ordering. We have national buying power. So even though we're in Kearney, Nebraska, we can purchase from anywhere in the United States. And we also pride ourselves on, if you guys need something and you guys use it, we can stock it. We don't have to
Okay.
go like the Fergusons, they have to go up the chain to be able to bring something in. We pride ourselves on, we can make that decision. We have local decision making where we can bring in products that you guys are going to use, keep it on our shelves, so that way when you guys need it, you guys can have it, and you don't have to store it in your location. We have it in our locations.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. So, I mean, obviously you're offering a lot to me as a vendor. So, we currently do business with one of your competitors in the local area. So what would you actually say that you bring to the table that pretty much adds value to doing business with you compared to what we already currently do?
No, yeah. So some different things that we have as our value proposition is we have a great team. Everyone that works at ITEC 451 is able to help and is capable, going from the warehouse all the way up to inside sales, counter sales, up into our owner. And everyone's willing to go above and beyond for our customers. So like, I live in Kearney. You have my customers have my phone number. I can go at night after hours to go get something. I understand that stuff happens like at hotel rooms, stuff breaks and you need to fix stuff. So you guys, when you have a hotel room that's down, that's money you're not making. So we're trying to make you guys more money in the fact that we're going to be that service provider that's going to be able to bring you something within an hour, within 30 minutes. So that way you guys don't have to have downtime, at the end of the day, not making money. I guess another thing that I wanted to touch on was our warranties. So with a lot of the stuff that you guys are going to be doing, you don't have to handle the warranties. That's going to go everything through us. And I know that's a lot of headaches that maybe you're dealing with right now, but we handle everything. When something goes wrong, we get you the product. And you don't have to sit and wait for the warranty to be accepted. We give you the product, we take the product, and we worry about all the warranty stuff that's completely off your head.
Okay. No, that's good to know. I mean, we do run across some, pretty much issued product or, failed product from the manufacturer. And it can be a little tricky as far as trying to obtain, a replacement piece or part for it. And sometimes we even have to break down pieces and parts to just get the one stupid little thing fixed. So it is a little bit tricky. So let me see here. Okay. I mean, it's cool that you guys have a pretty good team. How large is your team? You mind if I ask?
We actually have 13 people working with us right now. We have 2 outside salesmen, and then we have a group of 5 people that are inside and counter sales, a president, and the rest are warehouse.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, especially with your $1.5 million in inventory, how many customers would you say you support locally?
Are you just saying in Kearney or as a whole?
Well, I mean, so you said that you've got 2 outside salesmen, right?
Yep.
How large of a territory do they actually cover?
So one of our salesmen goes east and west, and they go all the way to Grand Island, all the way to Lexington. And then sometimes they go even further. And then I personally try and stay more in Kearney and then go a little bit east and west and north and south, but not too far north and south. So that's kind of my region.
So you guys are very local. I mean, as far as you're very local as far as the support that you guys provide.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not traveling like to state boundaries, or you guys do much work in Lincoln or like Omaha area?
We actually have another store in Lincoln and Omaha, but we do take some jobs out there, some big jobs that we get or get sent to us from customers that, are based out of Kearney or based out of Grand Island and doing some work in other areas. So if you guys ever went and wanted to move out and do other facilities that are outside of Kearney, we could definitely go and service that wherever you go in Nebraska. We just stay typically locally because that's where all our customers are. So that's what I'd have to probably say about that.
And so 13 people, 2 outside sales reps, and how many trucks do you guys run out of your one location?
So our outside salesman that goes east and west actually drives his own route, so he takes his own stuff. And then we also have all the warehouse guys can drive. We have a flatbed van. We have 2 pickups, 2 trailers. Actually, we have four pickups and a flatbed trailer. And so we've never had problems as far as delivery vehicles or not having people to go out and run routes. And we're the type of people that, if I'm in the office and somebody needs something, I can go out and take it. Like, that's not something I'm going to put across myself. Like, I want to service my customers as well as they want to, be a partner with me. So.
Well, I will add, I do like your local support and your eagerness to not especially venture into some of those larger demographics. Well, how do I ensure the fact that you actually will keep me as a priority as far as one of your top customers? I mean, what is one of the things that you guys focus on as far as maintaining that relationship and keeping me as a happy customer?
So that's something I pride myself in personally, is somebody that I want to take on. There's a reason I want to talk to you guys. Like I said before, our character matches. You're a very reputable brand in Kearney, and people like you guys. And I don't want to ruin that relationship. That's the biggest thing for me, is building that relationship with you guys and making you guys feel comfortable that you don't think that I'm going to go elsewhere. And like I said before, we have a great team. I have an inside salesman in Joe Ferrero, who me and him kind of work together and bounce back and forth with. So he'd be another guy that you ring my phone, it doesn't pick up, he's gonna pick up, or you ring his phone and he doesn't pick up, you can call my phone. So it's just one of those things where we pride ourselves on, we're gonna take care of our customers, and even if if my east-west guy takes a phone call from you, he's gonna take it as it's his customer. We treat everyone the same. We treat everyone like the best we can. We don't hold anything back, if that makes sense.
That's good to know. That is.
So
Well,
I guess if you're liking what I'm hearing, I'd love to put together a bid package for you for that Holiday Inn, and give us a shot to see what we have to offer for you guys as far as service, and making your life as a purchaser a little bit easier, and showing you how we do things as far as that. And if you let us get a shot, I'd love to throw a bid at you guys.
yeah, I'll let you go ahead and put that package together. It definitely seems kind of interesting being able to work for a local
Okay.
organization that's willing to provide that support. So I'll tell you what, I'll have to have another conversation with Alejandro about it, but we definitely would like to get together and have another meeting with you
Okay.
and potentially explore that package. I typically like to actually receive those packages in person, so way we could kind of discuss some of those things.
Yeah, I can bring some spec sheets and some manuals and stuff like that as far as stuff, and some pictures as far as the different fixtures that we put in.
Okay.
Do you want to meet sometime next week maybe? Will Alejandro be back, or do you want to go over Zoom again?
I'll tell you what, do you mind if I get with Alejandro and give you kind of a time frame as far as what works for both of us? I don't really quite know what his schedule is like, so I know since he's maintenance manager, he's always running again.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll shoot Alejandro an email. Do you have an email account that I could CC you with?
Yeah, it's Mitchell Birch at unishospitality.com.
Perfect. Sounds good. I will shoot that quote over to you and to Alejandro, and we'll get a meeting set up.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Perfect. Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.